Hey, what's going on everyone? Supreme Kami over here. So I'm just going to be quickly going over what we're going to have for upcoming event. It's just an announcement over here. So we got the welfare event, the Noble Red in Flight over here. So this is going to be another iteration of Strike Rouge over here with a different striker pack over here. In terms of this striker pack, it is the Tory striker pack over here. So this is only featured, exclusively featured in the remastered version of the Gundam Seed Destiny. So if you guys have not watched it out, I do highly advise you guys to check it out if you guys are like a fan, or even just want to watch like an up a better quality version of the Seed Destiny or even the Seed. They actually went out of the way to, I would say, remaster all 100 episodes and combine. So it was like definitely a lot more enjoyable. Seeing top-notch quality. Like in 1080p, that was a lot more better than the original one. So this is gonna be. They also, in terms of the remastered version, that was the time when they actually roll out the Perfect Strike Gundam. Yeah, that was like that was what they actually did as well. So if you guys haven't checked it out, it's quite interesting as well. But in terms of like the storyline, the plot line, they didn't change any of that. They only added in the Strike Rouge with the Oratory pack and then Perfect Strike Gundam as well. So those are the only two differences over here. But just let me just kind of go over here, and then I'm gonna hop into Gundam Wiki just to, kind of fill you guys in with just a little bit more details, and then that would pretty much it for this video over here. So in this week around, we are going to be getting 2 new Gundam Battle Festival parts over here. But let's see, what are we getting for this week over here? So I spotted treasure mission for this week already. So which that means that we're not going to be able to get the event point achievement, which is there's not going to be any parameter gears to grab this week. So there is going to be a little bit pause for this week. So for this week around, I would say you don't really need to summon on if, for example, these 2 Gundam Battle Festival part are not to your likings and all that. But man, this week I would say I am a little bit intrigued by what they have released for this week. So shall we kind of go over what we're gonna have for this week around? Ta-da-da! We are gonna be getting the Gundam Double Sky. Is it moebius over here? Yeah, moebius. So this is actually featured really late into the Gundam build redive over here. This is when I believe like the new build divers are actually getting ready to fight Atlas, or I think that's the main protagonist towards the later end. So they call in the OG build divers just to have more of like a training camp, and then they featured it. Like that was like probably the only like Gundam franchise, if I recall, featuring 2 main protagonists from from another series, from the original build divers. Like they brought in Riku and his whole crew back into the redive, right? That was like quite interesting, I guess. I never thought they would actually do that. So then featuring like a little bit more mature Riku was actually quite satisfying to see, and his upgraded double scar was, man, I absolutely adore the design of this here. Definitely a lot more better, like in terms of design. I like this one a lot more better than the one he previously owned it in terms of his own Build Diver series. What was it? Is it the double sky higher than sky? I didn't like that design, for example. Like I don't know, like it was not really compelling to me. So I was like, all right, it's whatever. I was really waiting for this one because like the color scheme was good. The head model for this one hopefully is as good as the actual model kit. So this one is looking like it's gonna be like a heavily based shot builds over here with like that pose is doing. Like that pose right there is looking like a full burst mode. So quote unquote, that is literally like an EX skill that the Freedom will be doing. Speaking of Freedom, we are getting another attribute of Freedom over here. This time around, we're not going to be getting like a big scale, for example. So there's not going to be like any big staff, for example. But it is quite interesting that they're going for Freedom already, right? Just imagine when they go ahead and do Strike Freedom. Oh man, that is going to be a huge power creep. So I don't know if they are going to be doing the same exact EX skill like they would have done for the original Strike Freedom. But there's one thing I can say for sure. Maybe, speculation that they're not going to put a head Vulcan in terms of the head. I can probably foresee them putting like a 40% trait on the head part. I don't know. Just kind of me speculating right now. And then these are just going to be 2 really fashionable design on terms of these characters' clothing right there. Especially the one on the right hand, man. He got some real drips right there. That very white, you can say jacket, I guess. Yeah, that looks cool. definitely the the most drip I've seen in terms of like the actual clothing design right there. So that's not bad at all. So let me kind of switch. No, before doing that, I want to see how many parts we're getting for the Mobius over here. So we are going to be getting a beam saber, the Mobius Aaron dive over here. So that's 7 parts over here. Beam rifle, and then the Mobius beam cannon, and then a Mobius beam cannon combined. So are we looking at 10 parts? Hello? Oh, no. Oh yeah, I can see this is gonna be a terrible week to summon on, just because we're looking at an assortment of weaponry we're looking at. So, summoning for the double sky movies is probably going to be a bad move. For example, I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to that. We have too many parts. I don't like that actually. In terms of the different attribute freedom over here, we are getting the beam saber coupled it, and then just a regular beam saber, a beam rifle, and then a shield. So you're looking at around 9 parts, which is that's quite a lot as well. So what are they doing? I don't like that. Oh no, yeah, that's a pretty bad way to summon up, you ask me. Like, so we're looking at around 19 parts in total, if you want to get every single part of them. Whereas I would say both of them is gonna be heavily shot base oriented. I don't know. So this is gonna be a huge problem as well. So in terms of freedom, I'm not sure if they're gonna go with like a heavily based shot build space, or they're gonna go for like a melee version. I don't think they'll do that, right? I think for freedom they're gonna go heavily gonna be for shot build space. So I don't know, right? But definitely these two, are really good looking. I would say like in terms of both the design, I definitely do like them. So that's definitely gonna be something I'll go for sure. But we're gonna like right now. Let's actually transition to the Gundam Wiki over here. So in terms of the Gundam Wiki, some information they have provided us over here. So they say that in terms of the Authority pack, this is exclusively featured in the high definition remastered for the Sea Destiny over here. And we're just gonna scroll down a little bit over here. So the strike root Authority is a strike root equipped with the multi-purpose da da da, and then what was it? So it was developed since the first war, but I don't think it was ever deployed, right? Yeah, it was never deployed. So it says that the structure is a lot more simpler and better reliability and ease of maintenance over here. So this one, it seems that it's a little bit more better than the Strike Rouge, so that is good to see, right? In terms of just looking at the actual model over here, that looks pretty good already to me. Compare that to the original Strike Rouge over here. Let me see if I can try to make this a little bit better. So this is what we have in game already, and if you guys do know that the back part EX skill is pretty busted. So I think they would definitely do the same thing for the Authority pack as well. Just kind of jam pack whatever EX skill they can give. There are definitely, I can see that there's 2 beam cannon in the back. Let me just actually read what they have in terms of the backpack over here. So there's going to be 2 rail cannons over here, large anti-ship sword over there. What else are we getting? Let me see. Some missile launchers, and then some small missiles over there. So I do expect some clean cutscene, not really cutscene EXQ, but more of like a 30-second EXQ, I guess. I don't know what else to really expect from this unit over here, but I am definitely looking forward to this. So this is like in my books right here. This is definitely a really good week for me to get this unit right here. In terms of some other stuff to really look at, there's really not much to, I guess. This scene over here. In terms of this infamous scene when Kira actually went back into space, he actually, in terms of like the actual animation wise, this is I don't know if the minute in terms of like the actual like that whole battle is like the same amount of time, whatnot, but they literally took the whole scene and make him like lost again, right? The overall scene is exactly the same. So at the end of the day, the overall strike Gundam did actually get destroyed and all that. So they actually, for this overall scene, they actually remastered it. So you can say a different alternative version. So that was quite interesting to see it in my books right there. So not bad. So if you guys have not checked out the remastered version of it, I do highly suggest you guys to just kind of check it out. Well, at least for this, just specifically for this episode, I'll have to say. In terms of the model base over here, they actually did release this in the version of like the straight. So This is, in terms of this model kit right here, this is the Master Grade Strike Gundam version 2.0. So I don't think, in terms of in-game, I don't think they'll actually give us like 2.0 version of this Strike Gundam over here. So this is purely going to be like the same model we have in game already, just plus this Artori backpack, which is like, I wish they would go with this model right here because this looks a lot more better in game, but I don't know, because like everything, like every unit that is featured in game does have a pretty bad pixelated, like a pixelated like seam line to me personally. I don't know, but that is what we're gonna be getting. In terms of the Double Sky moebius over here, these are literally all the stuff that we can be getting. I do expect, in terms of some EXQ, we can be getting like a full burst mode similar to what you will see in terms of like readers and all that. I don't think we're going to be getting that in terms of Transcend Infinity right there. This can be another EXQ that they can definitely slap on. This would be the exact same thing that they would do for the Higher Than Sky phase over here. And then in terms of some actual battle, here's just some snippets, some screenshot of like some actual battle scene right there. So that is quite good to see. But in terms of the freedom, there's this unit has been out for a very long time, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are really familiar with that. So what I actually want them to do in terms of like a custom EXQ base over here, please give us like a full burst over here, because like in terms of the original freedom, we don't really have that. So I do hope that that is something they can kind of implement. But they will actually, in less than 20 plus hour right now, we will know in full detail. So like what these two units will actually do. But I highly doubt they'll go with a full burst mode. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna give us another one at this cannon over here. We currently do have this cannon as a back EXQ, so I can just kind of see them reusing the same animation, which is going to be quite sad in my books right there. But in more than 20 plus hours right now, we will know in full details of what these units can actually do. But that's going to be pretty much it. I just want to cover it a little bit in detail, like what these two units are, because like I am definitely going to be summoning for the Double Sky moebius right there. That, like, in terms of overall design, I do like that. As for the freedom, I'll definitely try to go for 3 rounds in terms of summoning, just to see what I can get out of that. But that is going to be pretty much it. We were just kind of going over the news over here, and then in less than 20 plus or more than 20 hours over here, I will definitely be dropping my summoning video for these two guys over here. But with that being said, I'll catch you guys all on the next one.